this invisible line going up. This is the line in which, here's where the cutting is taking place. So what I'm aligning is where the moving blade and the comb for the transition are. They're going to be together, and I'm working my way up. There's no hair up here, but I'm exaggerating this movement so you guys can see what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to comb through that. If it's not enough, when you see me doing this, I'm doing the same thing. I'm following this imaginary line going up. I'm not going into the cut, because then I'll be cutting out of the shape of the cut. The shape of this cut is right here. So there should be no holes in between his scalp, the hair, and the comb. It should be transitioned. So all of this from here up is already pretty much blended in. I got to blend from here down in. You follow me? So I got my 3, and I'm just removing weight, going up, following the shape of the cut. Does anybody not understand what I'm doing right now? It's okay if you don't. Tell me so I can stop. We all good? Okay. Now that I've removed that little bit of weight with my 3 going up into here, I created this line with a 1.5. I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 on. I'm going to do the same exact method because I'm creating a length with my clipper. Nothing's going to get cut. Here it is, it's starting to cut. That's where I told you there was a little bit of weight, but nothing else is getting cut. I'm going to slowly tilt this down and remove some more weight. I'm not stopping under the cut. And what I mean by that is I'm not taking this clipper up and stopping up under here with all that above it. Do you see that? I'm not doing it. I'm coming up and I'm coming off following this imaginary shape. So even though you see me stop, I'm not stopping underneath, I'm stopping outside. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So this is the exaggerated move. This is what it looks like while I'm cutting. Same thing. That's with the 2 open. It doesn't look like much has changed, but you all heard me cutting hair. You heard the hair being cut and falling off. So now it's still open. I flattened it out a little bit more, but I'm not going as high. Meaning I flattened the clipper to the head instead of having it pulled out at a 90 and raise it. I'm keeping it flat. And then once I hear cutting happen, I do what? I'm looking at you. What do I do?
You said once you hear cutting happen, you pull out.
I pull out. I pull away from it. So following the shape, while I was looking at you all, I was listening. I'm not afraid because this is muscle memory. Okay? Go in, remove a little bit of that weight. Once I hear a little bit of cutting, I'm looking, I pull away, I take a look at it, make sure I'm not cutting too deep, and I pull away. That's with it open. Did the line kind of go away here and not here? Right? Now I'm going to go ahead and close it. I'm going to do the same exact thing and had to tilt. I'm starting all over again. This is with the 2. I did the 3 first close, and then I went to the 2 open, tilted at 90, and slowly worked my way down while it was open, making adjustments along the way. The reason that I cut like this is because the shape of his head is different than the shape of your head. And what I'm looking for is that sweet spot where it starts to cut the hair. As long as I stay within the shape of the cut, it doesn't matter which angle as long as I'm hitting my sweet spot for this particular haircut. We all good? All right. So I got to start all over. I'm open again with my 2. Just double checking because I don't know where I stopped. Right there, that looks good. Flatten it out a little bit more. That looks good. I'm all the way flat. Not much coming off that I don't want to cut any more up higher. I'm going to stay low. I'm going to go ahead and close this. I'm going to tilt this at a 90 again. Working right above that line. In order to remove a line, you have to cut above the line. We created the line because we were cutting below that hair and there was too much weight. That line is slowly going away because I'm cutting above the line and minimizing the weight. So as I'm minimizing the weight, this line will slowly disappear instead of me cutting below it. Because if I'm cutting below it, what happens? I start lifting the line up. If